Hey, how's everyone doing out there? My name is Aloysia Woods, author, motivational speaker, breakthrough life coach. And I want to just share a message that I think is so important to anyone that hears this message. And it's really in relation to fear. The fear that consumes millions of people across the globe. And you know the phrase, fear is false evidence appearing real. Because most often the things we fear, for instance, a person that fears snakes. There are no snakes, but just a picture or thought or a movie of a snake sends them into anxiety and panic. And I'm really addressing the issue of fear, panic, and anxiety because it's on such an all-time high. As the founder of Sisters of Motivational Empowerment, a community and foundation created for professional women to empower women empowering women, one of the things that I discovered is there's a lot of fear that consumes people. And false evidence appearing real. People are fearful of things that aren't even happening. They're fearful of things that doesn't exist. And we know that if we try to live in the future, we create fear and panic. If we try to live in the past, we create fear and panic because neither one exists. Now, it's okay to prepare for our future, but we still have to remain present in the things that we're seeking to achieve. If we put all of our energy in a future that doesn't exist yet, then we can't be present where we are in this moment and live in this moment. And this is why there's such an all-time high. And, I know that ever since COVID, life has changed. Things have shifted. And we have to take ownership, accountability, and responsibility. I know that there was a time in my life when I experienced levels of fear and anxiety that I didn't understand. I would wake up in the middle of the night, fearful. I wrote about this in my book in a lot of details. But I didn't understand where it was coming from until I realized that it was coming from holding on to thoughts, situations, and things that no longer existed or that I had no control over. You can relate. And this is a serious situation that's attacking our society, our world. And we have to take hold of this. We have to grab hold of this epidemic of mental health, people's mental health, suicides, drug addictions, painkillers. And not that these things didn't exist before, but they're at an all-time high. So I'm impressing upon everyone, ladies, if you're looking for a space to come together, share, and empower each other, just visit us at someonamission.com. Sisters of Motivational Empowerment is committed to helping professional women to regain their sense of balance and so they can live in alignment. We have to disrupt this thing called fear because it doesn't have any power. The only power it has is the power that we give to it. I've been there. See, when fear comes up for me now, I know what I need to do now. I change my mindset because clearly there's something that I am either not addressing or I'm trying to control or I'm trying to hold on to, or I don't want to let go. There are different dynamics involved in when we're fearful. But the thing we don't want to do is turn to substance abuse and things that are going to damage our lives and the people we love. I want you to really look in the mirror and know that you are powerful. As Mariam Williamson writes, we are powerful beyond measure. Oftentimes we don't realize how powerful we are because we're so trapped in that place of fear. We're trapped in the unknown. It's not meant for us to know everything. Like, we believe in God, but we don't see God. We just know that God exists. We see God through the love that we allow to lead us. We see God through the beauty that exists in the world in the midst of the darkness. Because the darkness is there. But see, I know that as a woman, that it's important for me to hold true to my own truth, my spirit, my faith, my own power, to lead me in the places that I dream and desire, so I don't get lost in the darkness. So we have to begin to really understand how to interrupt those negative energies, things and places and people and situations that infiltrate and contaminate our minds. Because the thing that we focus on ultimately becomes our reality. So we have to be really careful. It seems like a lot of work. But when we master understanding that we have the power, it's not work. It just becomes a way of life. It's like having a skill set or the job you work. You didn't really master it when you first begun. But you may have understood it or had the skill, but you didn't master it until you begun to practice it. So we have to practice new habits. We have to incorporate new habits. We want to know, how are you navigating this journey? How are you overcoming the obstacles that you're facing? The women that are facing abuse and accepting it, or staying in jobs they're not happy in. I mean, we can change any aspect of our lives at any point in time if we choose. Nothing has power over us. We get to choose. As if you've heard me speak before, we get to write our stories. We're the narrator. We're the author. And you get to choose who you bring into your life and what you accept and don't accept. You get to set the boundaries. So many people have issues, women in particular, in setting boundaries. You're so busy saying yes, you're afraid to say no. Just say no. If you don't want to, you don't want to. Listen, the people that love you, they're going to stand with you. But they're going to be those that fall. Everyone is not going to go through the door with you on the other side of all the madness. See, when you rise, there will be people that fall. And you have to learn to accept that. You have to release the guilt. Stop creating your own suffering. You are the master of your life. Own it. And guess what? Learn to love yourselves. Start there so that you can draw the love you dream and desire in your relationships and friendships and family members. You can't change them. You can't change a person, but you can work on you. Show up as the best version of you. Show up as the person you want to attract. Learn to forgive yourselves and forgive others. Stop living in this darkness. You can't exist in love and darkness. Choose wisely. And learn to love yourselves. That's so important, self-love. It's not selfish. It's vital to your survival. Because when you do, You learn to love others and accept them for who they are, meet them where they are, and stop trying to change folks. Focus on you and hold your own self accountable. That's our responsibility. And to learn the lessons we're here to learn. Visit us at Some on a Mission. If you would like to receive coaching, just reach out to me and connect with me in the community. And let's have a conversation. Join us in one of our sisters' talk circles. Be a part of the movement. Be a part of the mission. Be a part of the change. Because if we do nothing, guess what? We remain exactly where we are. And we know the meaning of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. It's time for change. Are you ready? Love and light. Look forward to seeing you in the community. I look forward to being a part of the journey with you to be the best version of yourself. You have one life. Let's work with you to live your dreams and live the life that you were created to live. Peace, love, and abundant light.